Hi, I'm Chuck Yamick. I'm here for Private Reserve Guitars. Today I've got a special treat playing this OM-28E Retro Series acoustic-electric guitar. We're going to focus today pretty big time on the electronics of this instrument, but before we get into that, let me just tell you a little bit about its construction. It's basically a modern recreation of a classic OM model. It's ideal for the fingerstyle guitarist. As you can see, I played it with a pick. That's kind of usually my MO when people say this is a great, electric guitar or acoustic sound. I'll kind of do the opposite just to see what it can do. But we'll hear some fingerstyle stuff on there. It was a vintage-inspired design. It's got modern playability. East Indian rosewood back and sides. You can see that's gorgeous. It's got the performing artist neck taper on it. It is also using the Fishman F1 Aura Plus system. And this is where it really gets exciting for me as a session guitarist and live performer to see and hear and learn what they did with this instrument. Bill Vorndick is a Grammy-winning engineer and producer down in Nashville, Tennessee. He has this unbelievable collection of vintage microphones. And Chris Martin came up with the idea, what if we took some of our vintage, awesome Martin guitars that we have in the Martin Museum and kind of put this project together where we actually record those museum Martin guitars with these vintage microphones and let Bill do the work. And Fishman got involved and said, yeah, this is great, because what they can do is they can record the image of the guitars. And what happens is the Fishman modification software forces and amplifies the sound, and it kind of gets it to replicate the body's resonance. And then by doing that, it kind of makes the guitar behave like the donor guitar. And this technology will provide the player with an awesome, exciting studio experience every time that they play it, because you can go in there knowing that this Grammy-nominated and winning engineer and producer recorded these guitars, and Fishman did all their stuff to it, but it's just amazing. And I'll just play, basically we'll keep it simple today. We're going to go with just 4 different settings on the Fishman Aura Plus. And setting number 1 is the Mic Tech CV4 microphone, and you can kind of hear with my fingers. We'll just play a little riff. Okay, and then we'll hit the knob here and we'll go to number 2, which is the Gefell UMT-70S microphone. You can hear that the guitar's not changing. The actual sonic palette of the instrument is not changing, but what you're picking up and listening to is the characteristics of each individual vintage microphone. And you can kind of check this one out. Then we'll hit it again. We'll go to preset number 3, which is the MyLab 96, and we'll play a similar lick again, and you can get to hear it. Now we'll go to preset number 4, which is actually the Paizo bridge pickup that you're hearing here. So this is just basically no vintage microphone, just your Paizo under the bridge pickup. And that kind of gives you, I think, a great generalization of just 4 of the presets in there that you can play with. There are more, but this gives you a chance to hear it and check it out. And I'll just leave you with a little of my fingerstyle jazz playing that I love to play, which just, it sounds so awesome on this instrument. And I hope you guys dig it as much as I do, because I think it's stunning.